Let's talk about Jura, Himawari, Naruto, and Kurama. Why was Jura able to sense Naruto Uzumaki in Konoha? Furthermore, he looked away from Kawaki, meaning he sensed Naruto from somewhere other than him, that is, from the direction of Himawari. And this really is intriguing. Jura confirmed that Naruto is a Jinchuriki, that is, he bears a Biju. Or at least he used to, as far as we know, that is Kurama. But he also makes it seem as if Kurama is for some reason still alive and inside Naruto, while Naruto is not sealed, which shouldn't be possible, but which is why apparently he can sense him. At least that's what he believes, though he claims something slightly different, which also doesn't make much more sense, proving his own lack of knowledge, which is why he's so obsessed with books and collecting information. He explains that as a reincarnation of a Biju himself, he can sense the chakra that dwells inside Naruto, or rather in Konoha. Everything else seems to be a mere logical conclusion. He thinks it's Naruto because he knows that whatever he feels from that person is a Biju. And since the only known Biju in Konoha is Kurama, it must be Naruto and his Biju, simple as that. The reason he didn't directly consider himself the reincarnation of Kurama, for example, could be because he believes that only Kurama can be in Konoha. For the same reason he believes only Naruto can be Jinchuriki within Konoha, so whoever he is can't be Kurama, because apparently he can feel Kurama. However, that would mean that Kurama should have sensed another Biju inside Himawari much earlier when he was still alive. But this wasn't the case either. Or if it happened during the time when Kurama was already dead, the other Bijus would have noticed something like that happening instantly. This is because Bijus are essentially the same being but split into 9 different tailed beasts, so it would make sense that they can sense each other since that chakra originates from the same being. Meaning if Jura can sense whoever is inside Himawari and claims it to be because he is part of the 9 Bijus as a reincarnation, then all others should have felt the same and must have informed someone who's in contact with someone who can send shinobis, or really even just a quick message nowadays with the new technology and all that. This is literally the most important task shinobis as well as Bijus have. That's literally the plot of the entire Naruto series. So something about all this just seems a little bit strange to me, as if Jura himself doesn't really understand why he can feel Himawari, and simply made a conclusion that since he is a Biju reincarnation, he can sense Kurama, just like he can sense the claw grimes together with the other Shinjus. And since the other Shinjus have the same ability but can't sense Naruto the way Jura does, he could simply have made that conclusion for himself without knowing any further details. Furthermore, it doesn't seem to be the case that the Shinjus know who they are. That is, Hidari doesn't seem to know that he is Sasuke Uchiha, but he knows his target is Sarada Uchiha, so clearly he doesn't know anything about himself. The same can be concluded for Jura. He could be Kurama himself. What I'm trying to say is that we might be facing a fight between 2 Kuramas, just like with Minato and Naruto. One Biju split into 2. One remained with Naruto, the other one with Minato, and maybe the same happened later. Minato's part remained with Naruto during Baryon mode, that is, the more red part. Hence the red color when using Baryon mode. And the one that Naruto had during the Naruto series could now still be with Himawari, something Kurama might have done secretly, or maybe something Naruto did just like Minato. In this case, Jura can sense Himawari not because he's a Biju, but because he and whatever is inside her are the same being. This could, by the way, also explain why, for example, Boruto and Kawaki can sense each other, since they are likely somehow connected to each other through Shibai's god power or chakra. Boruto with the Jogen and Kawaki because of Amado and Shibai's DNA. So in summary, theoretically, Himawari could be holding a random Biju that disappeared and was simply reincarnated into her. But then it must be one that is long gone or one that disappeared long ago, so that either no one noticed it or no one expected the Biju to return. Which of course would beg the question of how far the plan goes. No recent event could have caused that without Konoha being informed. And if that's still the case, then we are dealing with a much bigger global conspiracy, which would fit the end of the Shinobi era as a whole, as hinted at by Kawaki in the first chapter, and with that linking Shibai and Amado to this plan. So unless we go full paranoia mode, it should theoretically be Kurama's chakra, which would make the most sense to me personally. There are 2 options. Either Amado collected Kurama's and Jigen's, that is Ishiki's chakra, when Baryon mode dissolved it, which is why we have seen Amado mumbling something into his glove right after the fight. Or Naruto split Kurama just like Minato once did. It would mean that Naruto only fought with 50% strength or something like that, which would be pretty insane. Or maybe Kurama was really impressed when Himawari knocked him out, and who knows, maybe he made a deal with Naruto or something like that. It's a well-known fact that one must impress a Biju if they want to make a pact, and if Boruto didn't do that, then Kurama wouldn't want to be inside Boruto. Besides that, Himawari has always shown much more interest in the Bijus than Boruto. So let's take a look at what Himawari is doing at the moment. We see her together with a new Team 10, who interestingly enough are all supposed to fight Moegi Shinju, together with Konohamaru, and yet they walk right into the arms of two of the other three possible candidates. So something must happen to get them out of this chaos first, and besides that, how are they supposed to win this fight anyway? It makes no sense. First of all, we have Sarada right on the way, sensing her father's chakra, so she's going right to Sasuke Shinju. And since Hidari isn't really interested in Naruto or anything Jura does, he will obviously focus only on Sarada. So Jura would be left with Himawari, and as we know, that guy already told her that he would protect her. And since those three always fight as one team, it's reasonable to assume that all four will fight against Jura. And during this fight, Himawari, being the main target, will probably awaken some sort of power, likely related to whatever Biju is inside her, and probably related to whatever Demon was referring to before the time skip. This might make Demon notice this power again and maybe reveal more about it. Maybe he would even for the first time break his own rule and move away from Ada to witness Himawari's true strength and then reveal what he meant by saying she is one of them. Maybe he will even fight alongside her. Unless of course Bak Shinju is already waiting for Ada somewhere, in that case I doubt Demon would leave her side. This would mean that Moegi Shinju too could secretly try to ambush Konohamaru because her true and only instinct could likely be him, and the other kids were just additional snacks, so to speak. This would also explain why both Shinjus were missing at the beginning of this chapter. So the idea is rather to leave a shocking impression behind, making everyone understand that they are far too weak at the moment, and have to improve their skills in ways I can't even imagine. They all must surpass human level or at least learn techniques which they can combine to then defeat even a single Shinju. So what do you think of this Boruto 2 Blue Vortex theory? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then feel free to leave a like, and if you want to see more Boruto content, then subscribe to this channel with the notification bell activated for more videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.